We got a $30 vacuum and a $300 vacuum to compare.
And the question is, do you need to blow a fat wad to clean your house?
So for this competition, I got the Eureka Blaze because my grandma sent me $30.
I got this Shark Rocket Pet Pro because I don't have time to clean. I got sales quotas to meet. We're the vacuum nerds. Links in the description. Like a hot tech startup, the Shark Rocket morphs into various cleaning roles so you can clean your smart couch and your Bluetooth pet bed. The magenta wand oozes luxury and comes off allowing you to clean up high along your ceiling, or you can put it back on and with the anti-tangle brush roll, get it under the bed. It even lights up so you can suck up those penny stocks accumulating under your bed.
Not only am I saving money, but it's also perfect for my soy boy arms. Eureka comes with a removable stick, a crevice tool.
Oh yeah, look at that fancy attachment.
And this head which you push on carpet and hardwood floors. In addition, the filter is removable and washable, which I'm sure I'll do every 6 months when I remember.
What do you mean Cyberdyne is down? Sell! Oh, hang on. While Ryan is there with his car vac on a stick, I got this Shark and it's cordless, so yeah, of course I'm gonna win.
Well, my grandma sent me $30. I mean, what does it matter that this has a cord? I'm sure the suction's gonna be pretty good, and it's only like 4 pounds. The ladies really care about someone that can lift at least 8s. Can't believe that guy's wasting $300. I can still afford all the cereal I need.
So, you ready?
Man, dude, I was born ready. I'm gonna prove you don't have to spend $300, boomer.
You just call me a boomer.
Let's start the competition.
So what Ryan doesn't know is I got 40 grams of this orange sand and I ground it into the carpet. Let's see how he does.
Okay, so that wasn't really fair, but for the rest of the tests, we spread 40 grams of sugar and sand on carpet, hardwood, and low pile carpet.
Overall, the Shark Rocket was an excellent performer. It picked up almost all the sand and it picked up all the sugar, and it was 98% effective overall.
Now, we should mention that the sand was not as easy to measure as we had imagined. It was pretty fine and it got stuck in a lot of the kinks inside of the vacuums themselves.
We need more than 30. We got more than 30 somehow. Is it stuck in the head and the wand? Probably. So probably it would have been 100% effective.
Yeah.
But how did the Eureka Blaze perform?
You know, I was massively surprised. I picked up 35 out of the 40 grams of the sand on hardwood and 38 on carpet. And so overall picked up 96% of all test materials, which for 30 bucks is pretty good.
So you're saying it lost?
But it lost well.
So Shark says the brush roll is self-cleaning, and when we put it to the test, it actually was pretty good at anti-tangle. That's how we roll when you spend 300 big ones. What about the $30 Blaze?
Now, I don't want you to be fooled by any of these fancy words from Eric about brush rolls and multiple brush rolls. And it sucked up the hair perfectly fine, no tangle.
You got no brush roll.
I don't need no brush roll where we're going. Now, while I can't afford a pair of Siberian cats, I do take care of a few local strays, and the Eureka unfortunately doesn't come with a pet brush tool. It does come with a crevice tool, so I tried it. It's definitely not getting, most of the pet hair out of here.
The Shark is pretty easy to get around the house. It's about 7 pounds. It is pretty maneuverable. The head swivels nicely. Pretty easy on stairs. I like the lights under the bed, even though you try to turn off the lights.
I did my best.
Foiled. So it is good getting around the house, and I like the fact that it's cordless, actually. That's my preference for a house with hardwood floors. How's that cord treating you? I think overall, pretty good for cleaning, pretty maneuverable. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. In fact, I'd give it a 10 out of 8.
So as far as ergonomics and maneuverability go for the Eureka, it's pretty good as far as getting around corners and going low underneath the bed. I was pleasantly surprised that I could handle those lower angles. It's not as fluid as your $300 vacuum.
What about doing ceilings?
On ceilings, you don't have any sort of brush tool to delicately not scratch your ceiling. So if you're gonna use the crevice tool like I did, you have to be very careful.
It's fine for a dorm room.
Fine for a dorm room.
We tested the airflow and suction on both vacuums, and we had a little bit of trouble reading it with the Shark because it doesn't have a square exit or tube on it. We were able to get a wind speed reading of 25.4 meters per second, which is pretty decent, and the suction was 14 kilopascals, which is pretty decent for a cordless vac.
The Eureka came out at 28 meters per second for the airflow. The suction was about 7.5 kilopascals, which is half of the Shark's, and I think that's pretty good for a small vacuum like this one.
The Shark Pet Rocket Pro has a HEPA filter. Filter stuff down to 0.3 microns. In our smoke test, you can see it trapped all of the little particles inside the canister. What about the Eureka Blaze? Let's take a look at what happened.
Who needs a HEPA filter?
I see a little smoke coming out of the sides of your situation here.
I think it's just an illusion.
$30 vacuum, college student special. How did this perform?
You know, I was actually pleasantly surprised. The suction was pretty powerful and the airflow was pretty good on this thing. And so if you have minimal carpets in your apartment or dorm room, I think you might be good to go. How did you like your $300 vacuum?
Let's get honest here. This is really trying to compete with the Dyson, which is double the price or more. And I think this does a pretty admirable job for this. It's pretty light, it's pretty easy to carry around. 40 minutes in the battery, anti-tangle, it's got a light on the head, HEPA filtration. It's pretty solid for $300.
I think it's safe to say overall both vacuums performed higher than we imagined they might.
And you know what? Our data indicates that your life will improve 97.2% if you click that bell button right now and subscribe.
Thanks for nerding out with us.